Live.
This reminds me of the beginning of the Mike Douglas show when I was on CNN in
How does
Hollywood.
it? How does it remind you?
Well, everything was quiet. Okay, 10, and then
That's the
cue.
way they do it.
I know. Of course I know. Mike Douglas show. David
mean,
Bacon and Martin Maslov.
I've been to enough TV tapings, so. Yes, quiet. Jim won't be joining us this morning for other reasons. So,
Did he buy some new gear? Is that a stereo gear? He has to unpack it.
dude, I went over there. He goes, "You need to take some of this stuff." He
Is
gave
this stuff he picked up?
he gave me the balls that you put underneath your turntable.
Okay.
He gave me those.
You know, there's a whole. We could comment on just that line right there. We do the whole
All right.
show.
So I listened to those flat panel speakers, which sound pretty nice, but they're so goddamn ugly.
Yeah,
They just take up too. They're just too big, and there's no eye appeal to them.
I know it's superficial to some people, but obviously good sound is first, but it's got to be decent looking. You can't have something ugly. I can't have something ugly. I don't care how fucking good it sounds, because there are good things that look good too. So
when you go to an audio show, what's the percentage of stuff going, man, that is ugly?
A lot of ugly stuff. I have a question. Can I? Okay, Chris, Record Talk.
Yes, please don't address Mazzy in the chat.
No, he didn't address me. But I started watching his video, but I couldn't. Is it Portland, Maine or Portland, Oregon? Were you in Portland, Oregon for that video? I watched the first when you found
which
was it $3.99 for 45s, shit ass 45s, and that.
Who are you talking about? Which Chris?
Record Talk.
I thought he's under. I thought he has an ankle monitor. He's not allowed to leave his.
No, but he said it's in Portland, but he didn't say
Portland,
Tennessee.
Okay, Chris.
I'm sorry, Chris. Portland, Oregon first, people think of, and then Portland, Maine. I never heard of Portland, Tennessee.
Yeah, dude. If you're talking about Portland, Tennessee, say Portland, Tennessee.
Okay, I'm sorry, Chris, but I was enjoying it, and then Rob came along and sent me the thing for here. So, yeah, Portland, Tennessee. I didn't know there was a Portland, Tennessee. Did you?
I don't think the people who live in Portland, Tennessee know there's a Portland, Tennessee.
Did you know there was a Portland, Tennessee?
No. You learn something new every day.
It's like we all know there's a Paris, Texas because of the movie. Before that, Paris. I mean, there's certain cities. You can say Paris. You can say London. You can say San Francisco. You can say Los Angeles. You know, there's certain cities you have to add the state to. Even Portland, Oregon.
You know the people that I hate, people that go, I live in LA, Louisiana. People that do shit like that. Well, like, there's a Paris, Texas.
London. No, but London, you know, I mean, there are other places. I mean, you make a video, you're always good. Hi, Bill Claudville. Nice to see you. Hope things are great.
How many people live in Portland, Tennessee? 3?
Well, now I know that. Now, I've learned something from Chris, but I was trying to figure out. I didn't want to like make a comment and ask him. Then I had to come here, but because I watched maybe the first 8 minutes or something like that, and I was looking for clues. He said this is this. Did you say the City Hall or something? Not City Hall, something. And I realized that's not Portland, Oregon.
The reason I only know this town in Tennessee, Murfreesboro. Does anyone know Murfreesboro?
Never heard that in my entire life.
It's because that's where like Middle Tennessee State, the college is, and we played them in basketball.
Oh, I didn't. Hey, Nick, I didn't know they were making Anthony Bourdain. Who's playing Anthony Bourdain?
Oh, I watched the trailer. It does look pretty good.
Who's playing him?
Did you ever see the Holdovers movie? With
yeah, I can't picture. Let's see.
It's like it takes place in the 70s. It's with Paul Giamatti.
I've seen it, but I don't remember.
The woman won the Oscar for it. She won the Best Supporting Oscar. The kid from that movie plays Anthony Bourdain. I think it looks like it just concentrates on one part of his life, like so.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
So it looked good. And I also, I watched they dropped the Odyssey trailer this morning.
I saw that. I saw that. But here's what I'll say about that. When I first saw the trailer, like a year before they did the last one, what's his name?
Oppenheimer.
I thought it looked kind of but then I saw it, and it was one of the best things I've ever seen.
Listen,
it'll look great in IMAX.
I'm sure the movie will be really good, but the trailer, didn't like.
I think he doesn't like to reveal like things,
Well, and everything he does is like practical-ish special effects.
He does like 80% practical, and then he tries to get it all in the camera. And this is the first movie he shot totally on IMAX.
Yeah. So we'll see. The movie I'm looking forward to the small movies. There's this movie called The Furious, which is a new Chinese martial arts type of movie that people are saying is excellent. I want to see that. Hey, Roger, have you been to Murfreesboro? Sometimes when I think there's a big warehouse there for records. So sometimes I get records that come from Murfreesboro. Hello.
Hello. The past visits to me, Portland, Oregon, Maine. Yeah, that's why I was curious, Chris. Okay.
I mean, those people who go to that school, I'm all for school pride, but you're in a town called Murfreesboro. Come on.
You're still on that? Chazarai?
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
55-year-old Matt Damon. You know who in the trailer, who I guess is the villain of the movie, is Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
He did kind of give good villain vibes in that.
Yeah. And I mean, it's,
it looks all right, but it's that director's really good. That Irish director. It's the Irish director who did the couple movies with Colin Firth.
The one where they cut the fingers off?
No, the ones where the guy goes, "I'm not your friend anymore." That was the last one he did.
Yeah, we cut the guy cuts his fingers.
3 billboards. He did 3 billboards.
Oh yeah, okay. The best thing Matt Damon has ever done is Team America.
No,
the best Matt
Damon movie is the Martian. No, the Martian. Well,
the Bourne movies are pretty good.
I can tell you because when we
2 and 3.
I'll give you a peek in the testing of the Bourne Identity. We tested it, and people liked it, and they go, "Well, there needs to be some more action." So there's a scene in the movie. Remember when he fights the guys?
The first one.
The first one. They fight the guys in the stairwell.
Yes.
And then there's a scene where he just beats a guy senseless, grabs him, and jumps over the stairwell and just rides him to the bottom. They shot that whole scene.
You can talk about that on YouTube, about him riding some other guy.
You interpret it the way you want to, Mazzy. So that scene was like added to the film.
I told you about my neighbor. I'm going to do story number 37.5. My late neighbor who passed away across the street here was a puppeteer, and he worked on Team America, one of the marionette puppeteers. He worked on the Beck tour when he had the giant puppeteers. He worked on some of the he worked for Stan Winston for years. Then he had a heart transplant at 30 years old, full heart transplant. And he lasted another.
Well, people have a partial heart transplant. I know.
No, you could do you're right. But he lasted 30 years, and then he went in for another one. It wasn't, and then he died, unfortunately.
How old was he when he passed away?
Early 60s.
That's a long time to have a heart.
Yeah, he lasted over 25.
My dad had about 5 different things wrong with him when he passed away. But my dad had triple bypass when he was 38, and he basically, maybe every 10 or 15 years, he had to have a stent or a valve replaced. But he lived until he was 77.
Did you tell people your father was a stint man? Like your favorite movie, Stint Man?
I could say a lot of things about my father, but not that.
Oh.
But yeah. But my dad, it was like of the time. My dad did things like I think like guys of that era. He smoked cigarettes. He drank like at the end of the night he would have a drink. So that's stuff I just don't do.
I'm looking. I'm excited for David Fincher's remake of Cabin Boy.
No, David Fincher, but it's the end of the year, I think, is that sequel to Once
Yeah.
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
The other movie that looks good to me, there's a bunch that look good, but I just don't go to the movies anymore because of 30 years of being in movie theaters.
You know, I can remember, this is one of those things at the Cornet Theater where it eventually opened. I don't even know what movie I saw, but one of the previews was a very early preview of Star Wars. And I remember seeing the preview. I thought, that's the tackiest, horrible looking film I've ever. And then, of course, we know what happened with Star Wars.
Well,
but
so
the
here's
first
the
preview
thing.
I saw was terrible.
Do you want to hear here's my Star Wars story?
I'm not a Star Wars fan anyway, but
no, but here's the Star Wars came out. They didn't think it would be a big hit.
right.
There's that great Ralph Bakshi movie called Wizards.
Yep, I remember
which
that.
is sort of like his Lord of the Rings type of thingy. And that was Fox released that in theaters, and it was doing okay. It did pretty good, but they pulled it out of theaters when Star Wars started being big. Here's the weekend Star Wars came out. My parents had separated. My mom, I think, went away for the weekend. My dad said, we're going to the movies. He took us on Saturday to see Rabbit Test. Do you know the movie Rabbit Test?
I don't remember it.
It was the only movie that Joan Rivers wrote and directed.
Whoa.
It starred Billy Crystal as the world's first pregnant man.
Oh, that sounds okay.
And it was her attempt at probably being, it might have been produced by Mel Brooks, but it was definitely influenced by Mel Brooks. Not a good movie. So we had a bad experience. And in fact, I remember leaving the theater to go to the bathroom, and it was a twoplex. The next movie theater was playing that what was Dawn of the Dead, George Romero. That movie Martin. Did you ever see Martin? It was like a teenage vampire.
Yeah.
So I'm like Star Wars 7. I'm like 8 or 9 years old. I walk in there and there's a naked lady on screen. I go, ooh, boobies. Then I went back in. The next day, my dad felt so bad taking us to see Rabbit Test that he took us all to see Star Wars. We saw it the next day, and that was good. Yes, I am Angelo Kelly. And Angelo, your room's a mess. Go clean it up.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Oh, okay. So I want to be Mazzy for 2 seconds.
Okay.
I was on Steve Westman's live stream Saturday morning. I thought it went pretty well. I was being a restraint version of myself. And I understand. I'm the first person to fully understand. I am not for everyone.
You think?
No, I understand it. I get it. But it was going good. Everything was nice. And then
I watched it.
Some dipshit blast me in the comments. Do you want me to read it?
Well, it's your show. You set that up, so you have to read it now. Not that it's that great. I don't think this was a great sparring match.
I think it. So he goes, the Waxed. His name is Jeremy-YF2JD. So very original name. That's how many Jeremys there are. He goes, the Wax! ! AKA the Moaner Groaner. I'm a moaner groaner. Moaner/groaner. Alias, knowing little and broadly complaining seems to be your typical shtick.
He's not wrong.
Maybe. An uninformed poor attitude gets old so soon. Please change. Wrong. But look, he's giving me an entry to please change. Thanks for considering this constructive feedback. I appreciate we all just have a bad day too. Then he goes into some other nonsense that was discussed. My response to him was, I guess Jeremy's not a fan. By the way, I didn't have to edit my comment because this would Jeremy Sorry, he edited his comment. So he was spending, that says to me, he was really thinking about it.
Sometimes you misspell or something happens.
No. Okay. So I said, by the way, I didn't edit my comment. Jeremy responds, typing and jet lag are not a good combo. Hence the small edit. That's all. And then my response to him was, I wish I had that excuse for my performance being jet lagged. I guess you're probably moaning and groaning the whole flight. That was my response. I think I won.
This wasn't even a good sparring thing. He wasn't that mean. He was pretty much on top.
Mean.
No,
all right. Hold on.
People just said what we're all thinking.
People are less mean to you, and then you make a whole international incident about it.
Well, I did say because the Kinks comment yesterday. So,
hey, being your father, Angelo, I cut up your food for you and tried to feed it to you, and you wouldn't let me do it.
I don't know. I think you're talking to me. I don't know who Naz NL is, but I assume since you mentioned Little Feet, you're referring to me. Is that me? The Record Store Day, Little Feet.
Wait, easy now. How did you come up with that as Naz's name?
Well, I'm really bad at.
Hold on, easy now. Are you jet lagged?
I don't know if I'm going to review it or not. I like it, and it has the outtakes. And I like that they, it makes sense for them to do something like that on Record Store Day because Jason Jones, the guy at Rhino, he's the guy that pushes all and does the Little Feet ones. And, Little Feet has a ceiling of the amount of records it sells. It's above a cult band. I mean, they got a following, but they're never massive.
If you're buying one record, it's the live record. That's it.
Yeah. But and then Dixie Chicken and the one right after.
But it's on that album.
Yeah, but okay.
I will go out there and say the most played version of Dixie Chicken is from the live album.
Yeah, the live one is great. That's an essential live. It's the best live rock album ever made. Okay, I said it. And then Allman Brothers, Fillmore. But the Little Feat catalog, I think, is essential, but not. I understand why it's not for everyone and everything. But the first album is a great record, but not their best record. But they did a good job with it. So I don't think it's any. If you have originals or early 70s, you're probably good unless you want the outtakes. But I think Record Store Day makes sense for that because it gets people to buy it sooner rather than later. So I don't know what else I would say about it. Did you miss Record Store Day? Oh, very funny. Ha 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 ha, Angelo.
Yeah, I mean, they had a record for Record Store Day.
How come you didn't do like a color variant of Record Store Day?
Hey, I just sent a link to Harry. We'll see what happens. So Harry is safe. He did it by himself. He says, which I
got to say what he did. That sounds creepy the way you said that.
Well, someone
he did it by himself.
Harry's friend.
Erotic asphyxiation. What are we talking about?
Well, be careful, Mazzy, with your language because Harry's friend passed away very young, and he went to the services and then kind of took his whole audio record collection back with him, and he, to sell. He showed me a very desirable record. In fact, he said there were 2 copies of it. I'll let Harry say what it is. So Harry says he drove back in silence. I don't understand that. He drove back in silence. I think he stopped for the night, but he said he drove 16 hours in silence. That's insane to me.
Well, that's how monks are. Maybe he's a monk now. Yeah, he mentioned something.
Did you pick up an order or anything, Angelo, after the fact? What are you sorry to hear?
Sorry to hear what? Harry's okay.
His friend passed away, and it was a weird pass away. The way
are you sorry to hear that Portland's not Oregon?
Mazzy, The fact that they haven't announced Chad Fest, and I believe they're going to announce it on September 30th. Maybe we should all do our alternative Chad Fest. I have a good place to do it at.
Well, there is now. Remember, in September there is the Seattle Audio Show.
Well, I think Portland, Tennessee would be a good place to do the alternative Chad Fest. I understand you could get 45s there for $5 each.
What, $3.99 for those skanky 45s? I saw. Wow.
This is the most talked about record talk video that there's ever been produced.
Scotty, it's been like that for a year and a half.
Yeah, don't come here to complain about politics. This isn't the place to do it. There's so much. Yeah.
So, are there any like special Mother's Day releases this week?
I thought Mother's Day is at the end of the month. When is Mother's 14?
Sunday. It's a Sunday.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to show something I got in the mail yesterday, and I think it's awesome, and everyone should pick it up. This is they've been doing these Tone Poet like 3LP live versions.
You do like one a year, sort of.
Yeah, one a year. But this, I have a Japanese pressing of this. This is fucking fantastic. It sounds that, we've been inundated with horrible live recordings, especially like Record Store Day. When you find a well-recorded live performance, and the fact they did the Tone Poet version of it, it sounds killer. It sounds like they're there playing in front of you.
Was that, what's his name? Was that recorded by
Kenny Dorham? This is the complete Roundabout Midnight at the Cafe Bohemia. I know it came out on CD in like 95, but this is really good. It's Kenny Dorham, J.R. Montrose, Kenny Burrell, Bobby Timmons, Sam Jones, and Arthur Edghill. Crazy good. Here. I like the fact that they did like the cover, like a little brown tint to it. Look at that suit he's playing in. He's the only one who could pull that off. What's this? Purple tint. That's J.R. Montrose. And then the booklet is here in the middle. Nice booklet. Mazzy needs that suit. And really,
is that the same suit Cedric Comedian wears?
Yeah. And I wouldn't have picked it up if Amazon didn't have it for like $58. And I shared the link the other day. This normally is like
$79. It's $20 off. $20.
Yeah.
Good deal.
So, Angela, you have like a lot of bent up, unused humor. What do you like on stage? Do you tell any jokes? Well, I don't know if it's still available anymore. Let me check if Amazon still has it for $58, because it was up in. They had it for a while. I thought they would just do it for a short period of time. Here, let me see. Yeah, the price went back up to 70. Well, it's still cheaper, 72. They had it. I think they had it for 58 pre-release, but it's worth getting it for 72. I think. I have the Sonny Rollins, which is really good. I didn't get the Kenny Burrell. If I ever come across it cheap, I might get it. Okay, fair enough. Hey, ask them if they've heard about Portland, Tennessee when you're out there next. But I actually have the iQuebec. The iQuebec is great, but the iQuebec is not live. Those are all the singles that Blue Note put out. The iQuebec is good, but this one, if I had to say, this one is stellar. It just really is so good. Yeah, I recommend it if the price drops back down, but that was a good thing to get. So that's my 2 cents. Hey, Mazzy tried to pick a fight with me so far since we've been talking, and I haven't.
I don't have to pick a fight with you. It's just,
Well, I'm a moaner and groaner.
yeah.
That's my style. It's less than iffy. It's like they should be ashamed of themselves releasing that.
What's interesting about that is, so I guess the good part of it is that they released a Record Store Day version so people can hear how bad it is before they release like an 8 LP box of all that stuff.
Yeah, I think the thing that I get accused by my friend Jeremy is about being very adamant that we need to press these record companies to start putting disclaimers on the records that are less than acceptable audio quality. I understand if they would have released that on CD only, but the fact that they put it on vinyl and the Coltrane fans are so just let me get it. Luckily, there was another Coltrane live release that day that sounds really good. The one that Charlie put out. So, yeah.
If that's the real Mike, Jazz Bum Mike, very soon, well, not very soon, within about 2 years, you'll be watching Yellow Submarine with your son a lot and playing him Beatle music. Well, kids love Beatle music.
That Yellow Submarine's a great movie.
Yeah, it is.
That they weren't really behind it until they saw it.
Yeah, I mean, no, they weren't behind it at all. They didn't do the voices. They didn't want to do the voices.
Right, but then they saw it and they
liked it more. And what's good about it, there's something like 5 or 6 different animation teams. If you look at the animation, they're very different in certain segments, and they had different teams work on it. And then they obviously took songs that they were working on. I mean, obviously some of their hit songs, obviously the Yellow Submarine and a few others, and then some leftover songs.
But basically sort of the story of Sergeant Pepper kind of shoehorned into
yeah, I mean, it was, yeah. But it holds up. It holds up, definitely.
But the fact that they recorded like the bumper at the end of the film means they liked
1968, it. That was 1968, around the time of Hey Bulldog, I guess.
Hey, Record Talk. I'm going to help you out here. I think you should open a record store called Another Too Many Records in Portland, Tennessee. I think you should do that. Yes. Now, Mike, you have to have another 8 children to compete with Angelo. This is a Michael Dawson comment. This is rare.
A 2-year-old girl shows next to little girl singing. Yep, exactly.
Have they remastered the movie?
Yeah, I mean, there's good versions out there.
I mean, I have the old DVD that came
mostly out. It's about the audio mix. You want like a good stereo audio mix. They probably, I don't know if there's a 5.1, but I don't have surround anyway on videos. But there's good Yellow Submarine. Hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Chris, I'll work with you. Here's what you do. You start a channel called Not Too Many Records, and you just do a parody of every single video he posts. But the parody would be you're positive. He's negative about everything he talks about. But then you'll just be positive. I love Record Store Day. They're so good to me. They're the best.
Sergeant Pepper and the Bee Gees was so bad, but it's not.
See, here's the deal. I like it, especially all the covers.
The music is better than the film. I mean, especially the Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire is the best.
The scene where it's like Aerosmith versus Earth, Wind, and Fire, that's good.
And George Burns.
Well, I mean, George Burns was everywhere back then. And then like Steve Martin as That
Mr.
was
Kite?
good.
Is he Mr.
I
Kite?
think Mazzy, I think, is such an uber Beatles fan. He was offended. I
No,
remember,
but I like Across the Universe. You hated that. I like Across the Universe.
Across the Universe doesn't work.
It works for me. Julie Taymor is a great visionary.
I understand. So there are too many. I feel there are too many.
Thank you.
The story of Across the
Tom
Universe.
Rashawn, thank you. Come up here and tell us that, Tom.
No, it didn't, Tom Rashawn.
Yes, it did.
You know, Tom Rashawn, you historically don't have the greatest takes.
Oh, he has a great taste, but he has
not
out
taste,
there
takes in the comments.
Oh, he has good taste, though.
I think he probably has good taste.
He does. He's very open. You would be a great conversation, Michael Dawson and Tom Rashawn, because they like different but out there stuff. I don't think Tom Rashawn's into the out there jazz stuff, but he's into some. Those two are into some weird ass shit, and I mean that in the best of ways. Weird ass, like
music. But I think Tom Rashawn's a bit of a recluse. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tom. You don't like going out in public.
He likes going out in public. He doesn't like coming out on these kind of things.
You know? I don't know.
I mean, Friday morning wake up call for me is Michael Dawson's "Good Morning, VC," and he's got the whole. It's like 30 minutes or so. It's good. Oh,
hold on. I'm not. Hold on.
You're probably right about that.
I didn't.
Not before I was born, though.
Listen, Mazzy tried to change what came out of my mouth. I said your takes when you post a comment in the chat, and another horrible take right there.
Yeah, I wasn't into out there jazz like you.
I didn't insult your taste,
but not before I was born. So I'm because I was born before you, I think, right?
I thought you're about the same age, no?
Give or take. Yeah, aren't we a year or two apart at the most? I can't remember now.
Well, thanks for inviting me. Thanks for inviting me along, Tom. You know, they're having this thing. I'm not going, like a Santa Monica Jazz Festival. Tickets are crazy expensive.
Where is it?
Mostly in Santa Monica. There's a great.
Is it a multi-venue?
One of the rich families of LA that supports the arts. It was Eli Broad or Broad, whatever you want to pronounce it. And Santa Monica City College, he donated, and they built this great performing arts venue, and they do nice stuff there. So they're doing a tribute. I'm trying to talk, and Mazzy's having a conversation in the chat. So it's a great venue. They're also doing a performance on the beach on Saturday, like a live thing with Kamasi Washington. But I think Stanley Clark is sort of the, what do you call it? Like controlling person. They're doing a tribute to Miles and John Coltrane, I think Friday night. Oh God, Mazzy.
I'm sharing Tom Rashawn's Instagram post of his evening last night.
No, I don't like schlepping, and
you'd schlep every day.
I don't like schlepping in the evening to a place where there's no parking, and most likely where there's people. I don't like going to shows with a lot of people.
Well, that's literally the definition of going to a show.
But there's some people. I understand that.
I didn't see Magma. That was Tom Rashawn's videos or pictures from last night. I didn't see Magma. That was in Southern California.
A great pivot to say that, Tom. But that goes in line with your horrible takes in the chat. No one pays attention.
Having a conversation between Michael P. Dawson, I forgot the P before, sorry, Michael, and Tom Rashawn, it's like listen to two people speak a foreign language sometimes.
Well, that is a foreign. Hold on. Is there another Michael Dawson?
No, that's Michael P. Dawson.
I
mean,
understand.
I'm sure there is. That's a name I'm sure there's a bunch of, right?
All right. Hey, Dave C. What's up? Yeah. No, we know. I saw the announcement.
That's good. They did a great job last time. That's one of the better releases of last year.
Yes.
I'd go see you, Angelo, if I was in Germany.
Yes. I don't have Lederhosen. Is that a requirement?
Can I get a +1 on that, Angelo?
Saturday, Mike. Auction Saturday.
Hey, happy Cinco de Mayo.
Oh God, I'm sorry, John Marino, that Mazzy's singling.
Well, no, we were talking about it before.
Do you mean you walk a big exercise thing in LA is walking around the Rose Bowl? Is that what you're talking about? Or do you schlep there to go to the flea market? I've never been to the Rose Bowl flea market. Never.
Why?
You have to pay to get in, and to me, it's the same record sellers I see in Orange County or the flea market, Pasadena flea market. So hold on. Mazzy's number one fan, Joe.
Well, at least Joe's consistent with his digs. I can tell. I see.
When the baby starts talking, my dream is he hears my voice and goes, "Papa."
Baby's gonna say, "Yeah, I could see."
I can't imagine what those babies' first words are. Okay, I'm gonna do a dramatic scene. Picture this: Jasper Mike, his baby is 5 years old. Okay, this is his baby saying something to him. Very serious moment. I don't like jazz. Thank you. That's my 6-year-old imitation. Okay. So isn't it what's the circumference of the Rose Bowl?
You mean around the outside or on the track?
Yeah, there's a walk path around it that people exercise all the time. What's the circumference equal to? It's not short.
Hey Siri, what's the circumference walking around the Rose Bowl in Pasadena?
The circumference of the Rose Bowl in Pasadena is 1 mile.
Tom's saying it's 3 miles.
Well, Siri says 1 mile, but
the path that you walk around, it's not just, you're not walking around the stadium. You're walking around the grounds of the Rose Bowl.
Well, okay, then that's the difference.
And they do, here's another thing. They do a couple of music festivals on the grounds of the Rose Bowl. Siri is wrong. I'm here for Tom Rashawn to get into a fight with Siri.
David Bacon, my co-author on the Beatle book, and he was doing a thing on ChatGPT asking about our book, and it answers something completely wrong on who wrote it. Unless you ask it a very specific way.
Why don't you ask Siri right now who wrote your book?
Okay, let me find this ChatGPT thing. Here we go. It says, you're thinking of the Beatles England, one of the earliest and most influential Beatles tourism books. Published in the early 1980s, it came out in 82. The Beatles England by Roy Carr and Tony Tyler was essentially a travel guide for fans. Those two guys wrote the Beatles Illustrated Guide. They didn't write this. It talks about our book, why it mattered. It helps shift Beatles appreciation from listening to experience fandom, how tourism began. It goes this whole thing. And then I said, actually, you made a mistake. The authors were David Bacon and Norman Maslow. Please correct. And it says, I'm glad you flagged that. But this is one of those cases where the correction doesn't line up with the historical record. Beatles England is consistently credited to Roy Carr and Tony Tyler across its original editions and later reprints. The names you mentioned, David Bacon and Norman Maslow, don't appear in connection with a specific title. It's possible there's a mix-up with another Beatles-related book. They're totally wrong. So be careful what you ask ChatGPT, because they got that completely wrong.
All right, ask him who Norman Maslow is.
Well, David went on, and I think there's another one. He asked it different. He sent me all this shit. He said, he asked, give me a list of Beatles travel guides. And it starts out with, in chronology, the number one, The Beatles England, authors David Bacon and Norman Maslow. So why it matters. It's widely considered the first true Beatles travel guide. So they got it right when asked a different question. So, yeah.
I'm doing my auction. The show starts at 1 p.m. That's when I'm doing my auction.
Is Kamase, Washington, playing near you?
Yeah, Saturday they're doing a big show.
I saw him. Great. I mean, I
might end up going to see him sometime.
Depending on who he's playing with, the great ensemble.
Yeah. No, I'm sure the show will be excellent. The better of the two shows with lineup is Friday night. Maybe I might go over there, but the base ticket is like $175.
Well, that's just one auction record for you.
But Hubert Laws is playing there.
I didn't know he was still alive.
Him and his brother are still alive. A couple of years ago, they did a live playing of Sketches of Spain, the Miles record.
Mike, tell it to research online before answering. Isn't basically what they always do? Don't they research online? Am I wrong about that? Isn't that where they get all their compiled information from to answer?
Okay, here's the Saturday show. That's who's playing on the Saturday show.
What's Miles Electric Band?
It's a band that they put together.
Do they do cover Miles stuff?
But the Friday one is more interesting to me. There's the Friday show. I wouldn't mind seeing Isaiah Collier.
A tribute to John Coltrane.
Yeah. With
a lot of stuff
Marvin Smitty Smith.
The Centennials this year.
Yeah. So hopefully it does well in the.
Yeah, but
nice.
50, 60 years ago, everything was. I mean, I saw the Stones with Stevie Wonder for $5.50. The Last Waltz was expensive. That was $25. But that included.
How much were shows like that?
Well, most Winterland shows were like $4 to $6. And we would go every week, sometimes twice a week. But you'd get 3 bands too, and 3, you know. I went to see Yes.
Hold on. I'm doing my auction at the same time. I know any show I go to, I won't regret. So maybe Friday. I'll think about it.
I'm glad. Okay, let me see. Let's see how this works. Okay. Hold on.
Let me see if tickets are going.
Tell me who PB Thal is. The Ripper, the Sacto Ripper.
You're not even saying his name right.
Okay, hold on a second.
I can't identify or confirm a real person known as PB Thal or the Sacto Ripper from reliable historical or criminal records. Those names don't line up with any widely documented serial killer or confirmed cases. A couple possibilities for what you're running into. Internet forum lore. Nicknames like Sacto Ripper sometimes circulate in Reddit threads, blogs, or true crime forums without any verified case behind them. Misremembered or distorted name. It could be a garbled reference to a real case or suspect, but not under that name. Fiction, arg, creepypasta. Some of these labels originate in horror fiction or alternate reality games rather than...
Hold on. I would like everyone to refer to PB Thal as creepypasta.
That's my chat GPT voice who talks to me.
Creepypasta.
Oh God. Um,
Well, you're the creepypasta dude. That's funny. I wonder if you said the vinyl archivist. Who's the vinyl archivist? Man,
who is the vinyl
hey,
archivist?
Arnie Zanzibar.
Please tell me.
Arnie Zanzibar, go back to masturbating in the men's room at the shopping mall, because your nonsense here is not funny. The epic shows of the film.
Short answer: the vinyl archivist isn't one famous, universally recognized person. It depends on what you're seeing. Here are the main possibilities, because this term gets used in a few different ways. Number one, a specific person. The vinyl archivist, record cleaning guy. Real identity: Mike, last name not publicly emphasized. Runs a service called the Vinyl Archivist. What he does: ultrasonic cleaning and preservation.
Okay. You get the gist.
Man, that's not good. All right, I'm looking to see if the tickets have gone to the discounting sites. I'm sorry, Matt, Patrick, if you want to come up and debate how Nazis besmirched your name.
Alan, some of the shows ended like around midnight, okay? Some of the shows early on, before Winterland, the Fillmore West, they would sometimes go on till 1 or 2 in the morning. The Grateful Dead shows sometimes, like especially the New Year's Eve shows, would go on to around 4 in the morning. So, but most shows ended at between 11 and midnight, most shows. And there'd be 3 bands usually. And 3 good bands. I said once, I went to see Yes. This would have been 72 or 73. But Yes was the middle band. I went to see Yes. I forgot who opened, but the headliner was Black Sabbath. I saw Black Sabbath. They were great, but I didn't go to see Black. They weren't my main thing. I remember I'd never heard of one time, the third act, the opening act, the third act was ZZ Top, and I'd never heard of them when their first album came out. A lot of times the first bands, sometimes they were good and sometimes I didn't love them, you know. Like Singer was a opening band. I forgot what show that was. Wasn't a little more boogie, you know, whatever. I didn't like them as much. Wild Turkey, the guy from Jethro Tull, right? One of the guys from Jethro Tull was an opening or third opening act. It depends. Mazzy Gump.
Yes, he's been everywhere.
I saw Janis Joplin with the Big Brother in the park, Golden Gate Park, at a live show.
How long did
never at a ballroom, never at a show.
How long did they play for?
I don't remember how specific that is, because there was a few bands. Maybe they played an hour, maybe. I couldn't tell you. Someone asked me about specific memories. I can't remember set lists. And I don't remember the exact dates. When I did that video, I actually looked up the dates beforehand. That's the only thing I looked up. But I can remember the experience more than specific dates and things. Glenn Cornick, right. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan. They're okay. I mean, they were good, but it wasn't my thing then.
Hey, Arnie Zanzibar, fuck off, dude. You're not funny. Go make some more fake accounts that I delete right away. I'll send out a link. Bring your pussy ass up here so everyone can see how I'm giant and I don't want anyone to see my face. And I'll smoke cigarettes.
What was that?
The only time Arnie Zanzibar appeared anywhere, He didn't show his face. His just hand holding the cigarette off. Watch, I've triggered him so much. He's made 3 troll accounts trying to talk about stuff that I freely share. I live in a small apartment and I have 18 tracksuits. Congratulations. You use shit I make fun of all the time.
I never save ticket stubs either, Chris. My friend Brooks does. And
I'm not a good saver of stuff.
Yeah, Traffic. I talked about that, not in that video, but one of my favorite shows was an all-island record show. It was 73, I think, and it was John Martin opening, Free was the middle act, and Traffic. That would have been that Low Spark period or so, around that period.
Dude, I don't mind bringing you up, but
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word about that.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
I don't mind bringing you up, but your internet is pitiful. It's horrible.
What's wrong with Florida and the internet?
Yeah, I mean,
it's DeSantis.
No, just go get. I have the T-Mobile mobile thing you can put anywhere. Go get one of those.
Okay.
But
it's
not
you.
Scott, on behalf of this show, since I'm like I'm kind of Rob's sidekick. I apologize for his rudeness to the guests that come up.
Listen, I'm moaning and groaning.
Should I leave?
No, I don't want to be alone this long with Rob. Please. How are you, Scott?
I want to ruin your show too much. Trust me.
Nice to see you, Scott.
Good to see you guys. You guys are talking about concerts? Is that what you guys were talking about?
Yeah, I did a series of videos on my top 25 favorite that I went to. And the thing is, sometimes it's the first time you see someone. Like I could see them 5 times over 20 years, and that first time is something magic about it. And being in a room at a certain time, it affects you at a certain age, a certain situation. I mean,
yeah.
So,
I know.
Do you have a favorite aside from Chaka Khan? Did you see Chaka Khan? Was she at the Met? No, someone just showed her in a clip yesterday. I saw she was somewhere.
I haven't seen any recent things. No, Other than Chaka Khan, one of my favorite concerts was Eurythmics.
Really?
Yeah.
About what year was that?
That was when they did the missionary man tour. That
was like their last tour, I think, maybe, right?
Probably. It was incredible.
Nice.
It was because the band was so good. The band, it was not just them; it was the whole band was so good.
I never saw the Eurythmics.
Yeah. And James Brown was good.
Okay, maybe Scotty can relate a little bit to this.
What?
Social media, I'm trying to wrap my head around how popular Charlie Puth is. I like Charlie Puth. He seems to come across as kind of a genius to me.
Okay.
But he's doing a world tour, and he is not playing small places. Like, he's playing arenas and filling them.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like a white dude, but I just don't understand how popular he is.
Are you saying there aren't many like popular white dudes? Is that what you're saying?
He's sort of a pseudo pop soul music.
Blue-eyed soul guy?
I'm surprised, Mazzy, his new album, which I think I might at least stream.
I don't know it.
He did a yacht rock song with Kenny Loggins. And
how old is he? How old's the guy?
He's like 34 years old. He's been popular since his young 20s.
I don't think I've heard his name, but I don't think I've heard his music. I
mean, he has a song out with that girl Coco Jones.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Was he at the Met Gala last night? Are we going to talk about the fashion?
No, he just had a baby, but he's on a world tour, so he's playing his, I guess, U.S. or North America leg.
So is that a diss against Mike? Mike has had a baby too, but he's not on a world tour.
Well, out of respect to him, I looked. You know how much the average ticket price for his show is? It's like $50. So he's not.
Well, that's good.
He's not really raking fans over the coals to pay to see him.
That's probably another reason why he's so, it could be.
That's a good idea. I tell you, if more actors could do that.
I mean, between merchandise and all the other stuff, if you're selling $50 tickets and selling out 16,000 seats,
Still
There's a bit
making
of
money.
controversy here. We have the Moore Theater is a pretty good venue. I mean, it's a good venue in Seattle. It's only good if you sit downstairs. The first time I went there when I first moved here, I sat up in the balcony, and they have these really, like, you hit your knees against they're very steep cement steps, and you hit your knees on the chair in front of you. I hate the
Well,
balcony.
I
But
hate that.
downstairs, it's great. But I saw Patti Smith there the first show I moved here. And apparently the Moore Theater now, and I don't know if they're part of the SHG or SGH theater group, but they're taking a cut of merch from the artists, which I think is fucking bullshit. Take a cut of merch, bullshit.
that's another reason why I don't like going to shows, because when you went to the sports arena here in LA, it's like the average height of people when they built that place was like 5'5". Growing up on the East Coast in the Mid-Atlantic, when you went to those historical towns and the houses, it's like the door frame was like 5'10".
It's like that here. Yeah. The theaters here suck for that. A lot of the older theaters, your knees are up against the other person, the back of the chair. It's horrible.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think. I mean, artists get fucked enough. They shouldn't. The house shouldn't take a cut of the merch. If that's the case, let the artist take a cut of the bar. Okay, let's have it both ways.
Well, I think but Charlie Puth, I got to think his average fan, or a good portion of his fan base, can't drink. So what is he going to make money on?
Well, the parents.
That's just his example. I'm talking about any other band.
But it's amazing. I'm not trying to wrap my head around it like it's hard to believe. It's just like, I don't know him as a touring act, and to see all this footage that people are putting up there from the first 5 or 6 shows he's done, it's like he's in a sold out arena.
Yeah.
So, all right, I've got word. We can expect an infusion into the live stream shortly.
I don't get Ed Sheeran. That's what I don't get.
I get Ed Sheeran. I've watched some live performances, because he does that thing where it's just him and he has that looping machine.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, that's the only shtick he's got for me.
No,
Other than that, his songs are very basic.
No, he writes catchy songs, but he writes them with these. What's the main guy who writes with everyone now?
I don't even know.
Cult Vault. You have to specify which Orpheum. There's an Orpheum in San Francisco. So what Orpheum theater?
There's an Orpheum in Tampa.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Orpheums.
Okay, all right. Okay, this is Jeff Myers, Mazzy. He lives in L.A.
Well, but by seeing it like, okay,
he's talking about the Orpheum in L.A.
Well, then just put L.A. Come on, you would say the same thing if it was someone.
Well, I know it's Jeff Myers.
Thank you.
Hey, Jeff.
I thought it could have been the Orpheum at Camp Swig.
Okay.
You know what band shut down Tampa Bay last week? BTS.
Bachman Turner? No.
BTS is that K-pop band.
That's the question I got wrong in the rock and roll trivia.
My sister likes them, to the fact I think the last show they did live before they all had to go into the military was in Amsterdam. She went there with her husband to go see them in Amsterdam.
I mean, they shut the place down. I mean, the traffic was horrible around the stadium. It was unbelievable. Here for 3 nights.
So Harry saw Pat Metheny. I have not been to a show at Disney Concert Hall, but everything I've ever heard is that's the place to see a live show. Like, it's just state of the art audio wise. But he was selling his double LP in the lobby for $10 cheaper than the Disney Hall store. I saw someone posted a clip of his show.
That's funny. Bachman Turner overweight. I like.
Well, no, Pat Metheny has put on some pounds. He is not skinny guy anymore.
Really?
Yeah, he looked kind of heavy. But he must be like 72.
He's got to be in the 70s. Yeah.
5.
How was the show, Harry? Was it okay, Jeff Myers? Was it inside Disney Concert Hall, or was it just a homeless lady screaming outside
Oh, shut up.
Disney Concert Hall?
You know, that's just ignorant response.
How's that an ignorant response? Hey, Scotty, sing me your favorite Yoko Ono song.
I like why. No, I like Walking on Thin Ice.
Walking on Thin Ice. That's considered.
Yeah. But I like why not. Those crack me up.
Don't worry. Yoko, mommy's only waiting for a hand in the snow.
I made Jeff Myers rethink his whole life.
I'm excited about shows coming up in October here.
Before you even heard of Ornette Coleman.
Okay, I'm going to say this. Of all the clips I see of people playing live now, how old? Randy Bachman is well into his 80s. He has a lot of energy. He is not like a guy in his 80s playing music. Like if I had an opportunity, I think he's touring with what's his face? The singer of Guess Who?
Now, this is good. This is the Rising album. This is 1995. But the mixes is better even. This is
Yoko
Ono remixes by Cibo Matto, ABA All Stars, Thurston Moore, Tricky, Ween did all these great remixes. This is
Tricky.
Great.
Wow, I like Tricky.
This is really good. Seriously.
Save us, Harry.
Can you hear me first off?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's too bad.
We thought you'd come here. You're into silence these days, so
I'm into sleeping.
So just to stick on you driving back from Indiana or
Illinois.
You how long was your drive from Illinois to where you stopped for the night? How long did you drive that section?
I left there about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I drove until about 10 o'clock at night. I thought I was going to sleep in rest areas. You can't sleep in the front of those U-Hauls.
How big, big of a U-Haul did you rent?
10 foot.
So that's literally a truck, not a van.
Yeah. And then I stopped in Boonville. Whatever.
People train goes through Boonville.
So
and that's where. That's where.
Huh?
Where's Boonville?
I don't know. God,
is it next to Portland, Tennessee?
No, I don't know. Somebody will know. And then I drove from Boonville to Sturgis. I think it was Sturgis. I'm still awake. I'm half asleep.
So each segment you drove in silence.
Total silence. The U-Haul truck is so noisy. It's unbelievable. And they got one little tiny speaker in that thing, and you got to crank it way up, and it sounds distorted, and it was just more annoying than anything else. I could have listened. I had my earbuds. I could have listened to my songs on my phone, but I really wanted to concentrate on driving. A lot of the roads, there's so much construction. It was unbelievable. I had one lane that shut down. So
that's from the Biden stimulus bill when he did for roads.
Seriously. Well, did the roads need construction?
I don't know, because a lot of it, the lane will be blocked off with cones, and you go for a mile or more, and then there'd be no construction. So the only thing I can figure out is that they were doing the work late at night and they didn't want to move everything. So during the day, they just left it up there. But then I remember stopping in Sturgis just because I wanted to see what it was like. And I got in about 8:30 at night, and I checked in and I said, is there a good steakhouse in town? The guy says, no. I says, what do you mean? He goes, we don't have any nice restaurants here. He says, we do all our business like 3 or 4 months out of the year, and later there's nobody here. He said nobody can stay in business with a nice place. He said, all we have are bars and bar food. And I said, okay. So I just hit the sack. I got up in the morning, Got up at 6:30 in the morning from Sturgis, and I drove to Spokane, Washington, straight 16 hours.
Oof.
Gee,
Yeah, in silence.
how many records were in the truck? About
There was I think there was 19 huge bins. Yeah, I'm going to show you my living
Like
room.
maybe
Right now. I was going to put them in the
2020
storage unit.
2,000
Becky
to
says, no, put them in the living room. So it was about, say 100 and just say average 150 records, and there was 19 bins. So it's hard to see it. Plus my garage is full of stuff.
Okay.
But
Damn.
most of these records, you're not going to believe this, but most of these records were sealed, even if they weren't in a box. But a lot of them were in boxes, and the boxes hadn't even been opened, from Third Man Records, Vinyl
Really?
Me Please. He was doing these subscriptions for records, and he was just getting everything.
Sounds like Coffee Dave's house.
Oh my God, there was so much, and
Really?
nothing was open. All his stereo, he had stacks of turntables just wrapped in bubble wrap, because he was in Germany for 18 years in the military.
Did he work like for the mafia, like fall off a truck shit?
No, he just bought everything.
I had a client like that once. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Harry, is there a Techniques turntable, or did you take this?
I didn't get any of the stereo equipment. I talked to Chance, because Chance lives in St. Louis, which is literally like 30 minutes away from where I was at. Plus there was a tornado while we were there. That's another story. But Chance said, well, my friend owns a record store directly in front of Scott Air Force Base, and that's where my friend Greg worked. So he's gonna go over and talk to Boonville, Indiana. Yes. So he's gonna go over and talk to him and see about this stereo equipment, because there's so much. There's multiple receivers. There's really nice vintage Sansui. There's some Marantz.
Wow.
I didn't see any really nice speakers though, but so the stereo equipment is going to be handled by Vance's buddy there. But
Chance, buddy.
What did I say?
Vance.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Vance.
Chance's buddy. Yeah.
Vance.
I'm sorry, I just woke up.
Freudian slip, Vance, but Harry loves you.
But there was some really cool stuff. Let me see.
You sent me, show what you sent me, because that's cool. I could never drive in silence for 16 hours. I would get it. Now I understand why.
I would love to drive with you in silence.
I had people offer to drive and help me, but it really worked out better when you're by yourself. He who goes alone goes faster, or some shit like that. But I mean, everything's sealed. Look at this. I mean, it was amazing.
That's a good one.
Is that a Sam record?
No, that's like a standard issue one.
Yeah, it's a 10-inch. But he had all kinds of stuff. Like I don't even know who this is. I mean, I know who Larkin Poe is, but
they're great.
Would buy the special edition stuff that was signed, and I don't even know what this is. It came.
They're mostly blues.
But there was a lot of the girl kind of stuff that Dana
They used to open for Elvis Costello.
So Kimbo's going to be all over this collection.
So he was a huge Police fan and Sting fan. I went to see Sting with him at the Gorge out in George Washington. He had, there's 27 different variations of Synchronicity with the different color things.
Yeah.
When I was in Seattle at the record show many years ago, I found this record for $1, and I knew that he collected them.
Is it the brown one? Yeah. That's the one.
This is really rare.
Yeah, I think Tim, University of Vinyl found one not too long ago, I think.
Yeah, and it's a see-through vinyl. That's why I thought Tim.
All of them are usually translucent anyway.
But the thing is, I saw that and I said, "Oh, that's the one I mailed to him." Then I found another one, so I got two of these. One of them has a nice little price. Still, it's in shrink and still got the price sticker on it. This is not the best condition cover, but he had 3 different mobile fidelities. He had some mobile fidelities that are sealed.
Like original mobile fidelities.
Yeah. Well, no, some newer ones.
That's
And then this
the
is
Canadian audiophile pressings.
this record is mint, and this is a German RL on side 1. Side 2 is just the regular. That's the same one I gave to Rachel. But this thing is just beautiful.
Okay, Vance just sent you his Venmo.
Vance, I'll talk. Yeah, I'll talk with you.
Not a cheap record.
No, it's not. And then this is mint, and I think it's the second pressing, but it's got all the poster and it's got the stickers and it's just beautiful condition.
Second U.S. pressing.
Yeah. And the 45s, like, let me see here. Well, these are not good examples, but he had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of German 45s with German sleeves.
Is it? Nana?
In a cherry, God.
Yeah, Nana. This Sinead.
Those look in nice condition.
Oh, they're in beautiful shape. So I've been working on 7-inch. I've got all the 7-inch gone through those boxes of them.
Thank you, Shane.
Here's another thing that I don't know who this is, but it's got a little certificate because it's autographed. The certificate's upside down. But
What's the name? Past
Lives.
I've heard of them.
And not only does he have this signed by him, but he's got a test pressing signed by him, which is weird because it's number 17 of 60. And then he's got another one, which is 17 of 60. How weird is that?
Oh, maybe it's a double album. It's probably a double album.
Double album.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're right.
Yes.
This is like new jazz, I think. He had a lot of this.
You lost
new
maybe
jazz.
10% of your neurological operation area by in silence. 16 hours in silence.
Too much silence. Too much silence.
New jazz, new classical music.
Yes, he has classical.
New.
Well, you mentioned. I'm sorry to get back to you.
classical.
You said he has signed not Philip Glass. What's his name?
There's and I think Dr. Robert might be
The
interested.
minimalist. What's the minimalist classical artist who does some soundtracks? Does the sleep record, 8 hours.
Sleep, that's it. He's got some of the sleep stuff.
That's I don't need that, but that's a good record. I mean, it's
And then he's got a sealed Brian Eno box set. He's got a sealed Stevie Ray Vaughan
not
box
Steve Reich,
set.
not Steve Reich.
Ooh.
The
Stevie
German
Ray
guy.
Vaughan from Analog Productions.
Max Richter. Yeah, Max Richter.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of Max Richter. Yeah. Some of it signed.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Then he's got 2 of the Analog Production box set of Nils Lofgren Acoustic, which is an expensive box. Both of those are sealed. He was buying duplicates. There's a Getz Gilberto I've never seen before. It comes with a pair of white gloves.
Oh, that's the Impex, I think, isn't it? Is it Impex?
Is it yellow?
It's like a gray cover, and then it opens up, and the record just sits there. You see the record. It's not even in the sleeve.
It might be
That's
the
not
Impex.
the Impex then.
It's not?
He's got 2
The
of
Impex
those.
is yellow.
Oh.
I don't know. I almost wonder if it's Electric Recording Company, because the invoice with it, he paid $400 for it, and there's 2 of them.
Ooh.
But it's the stuff I'm still going through.
The Electric Recording Company.
Yeah, weird. I don't know why he bought multiples. Like I said, multiple turntables, multiple receivers.
He spent money on collecting vinyl, right?
Oh yeah. And it turned out, we talked with him. Turned out what he passed from was he was having he didn't want to do. I don't know why. He could have saved his life. He was having mini strokes. One of his eyes went like all crazy for a while, and then he was having trouble with slurred speech for a while, and then he had this big bulge that they said came out the side of his neck, and his daughter-in-law, who's a nurse, said, "You got to get to the hospital. That's not not good." 2 days, his sister spoke with him 2 days before he passed, and she said all of a sudden his speech went so slurred that she couldn't understand what he was saying. And
So
they said
he
the
didn't take care.
final. Oh, and he was having trouble swallowing. He would have to cut his food into really small pieces. He couldn't swallow very well, and they think he just ended up. It was a series of mini strokes, and then it died of a heart attack.
So he didn't take care of himself health-wise.
He did. He was a buff guy. He I don't know. I don't get it. And I thought he was 53. He was 58, but still, that's young.
That's young.
Yeah. But
Next week for me, y'all have hope. Arnie Zanzibar.
There's actually a few records I noticed that the price tag was that he bought them from my old store when I had my store.
All right, hold on. I think I found the one you might have gotten. Did it look like this, Harry?
No, the cover is just gray. There's no color on it. And when you open, I wish I could find them, but I got it on downstairs in boxes.
Yeah, I understand.
But when you open the cover, literally the record's there. It's just sitting.
Well, here's what's funny. When they put out the Impex, like the Ingroove did a shootout of the best one. I didn't see like a gray cover one in the mix.
Maybe it's on.
And he's got two of them. One of them I saw was number 4, and I don't know what the other one is. But they come with a pair. They come with a pair of white gloves so you can handle the record.
That it?
No, it's just I don't know. When I get it out, I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
But the problem is a lot of this stuff is high end stuff that he was buying. And it's going to be hard to move it. I paid a fair price because it's his.
You already cut a check.
Yeah. Almost. What do you think I paid?
So we're talking about 5,000 pieces of vinyl shit.
Well, with thousands of CDs, 45 album.
Harry,
that's it right there. What is that?
Super Sense Gets Gilberto Master Cut.
It's the lacquer. It's those lacquer things. That's what
I had a funny feeling that's what it was going to be.
The guys in the comments said it. I didn't come up with it on my own. So
that's worth a lot.
Yeah. No, well, those are like, you said 200. I thought those Super Sense were like 400.
No, I think you paid 400 a piece for them.
400.
Bobby's pretty close. I paid almost 14 grand. Plus, when you drive back with the rental, it was almost $3,000 just to rent the U-Haul to go.
That's like 5 years ago. Dave and I paid 15 grand to Coleman's sister for the collection. Plus, we paid maybe 3 to 4 grand with airfare, truck, hotels, coming back. So 19 grand.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mazzy. We love when
Mazzy, send me that link if you would for that record, please.
We love when you do math, Mazzy.
No,
Harry, we know you're smart because you own a record store. We know all this. Of that collection, how many are items like the Super Sense or the Police rare cover? How many type of items are there?
There might be a dozen.
But those autographed, how many autographed stuff? I would include
a lot of autographed stuff, and it's people I don't know, that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, but if you see that they're up on Discogs and stuff, you at least know what kind of interest there is on that kind of stuff.
Since you're talking about it, it's sad when you don't check yourself out. But I don't know if you've heard the news. Sia Tranquility Pardo, that guy Pardo, who does a million videos, and he's got the Hudson Valley Squares, and he does every day the CD of the day and stuff. Well, apparently there's a GoFundMe happening because he's got brain cancer now. I don't know how tragic, how serious, because it's never great. But Coleman had brain cancer, but it was inoperable, and that was it within a few months. So apparently a couple people have done videos. The guy Pardo, I forgot his first name. Someone tell me. But and I don't watch many of his videos, but he has been around a long time. He
Yeah.
has an amazing CD collection. So it's sad when anyone has a disease like that, and brain cancer, obviously. Pete Pardo, thank you, Vance. So I don't know how far it is, if it's operable or not, or I mean, he's still
It's usually
posting
pretty
videos.
bad. Raul Malo, that's what Raul Malo had too. Yeah,
Yeah.
terrible.
So thank you guys. You know, it's so there's a GoFundMe helping. I mean, because no matter what you have and everything, when you get sick like that, you need help. You know, no matter how much people think you have it all, the care and all the money, you know, that healthcare in America is
Cancer
fucked up.
is very expensive.
Yes. So
It's very
just,
expensive.
you know,
Take care of yourself, people.
but even that, I mean, Coleman took care of himself, and just they found he had headaches, and he went in and they did all these MRIs for a couple of months. And
I understand.
I didn't take care of myself. I learned to take care of myself. I didn't take care of myself.
yeah, but there still shit happens, you know, and you know, so yeah.
Good side.
Yeah, totally, you know.
I hate hearing that.
Well, that brought it down, didn't it? Sorry.
Thanks a lot, Mazzy.
Well, you know, I mean,
He's
Hey,
spreading the word.
Arnie Zanzibar, can you go back to insulting me in the chat, please?
Is he the one?
was looking-
Never mind.
I was looking for some of the nicer singles. There's some AC/DC, but like there's a nice.
I thought you were looking for the
German
nicer singles. Harry.
T-Rex,
T-Rex.
nice German score, and these are all in great shape. This one's not as great as the others, but it was the only Black Sabbath 7-inch.
Wait. Show us the label. Wow, I've never
Ooh,
seen
look at
the vertical swirl.
that. Ooh.
So, when's the next record show near you, Harry? You're going to be selling?
I don't know. I'm doing
Whatnot,
like a garage sale this Saturday morning though.
But you want people with money. Garage sales aren't going to pay the money for the rare stuff.
No,
Do
but a lot of these singles might move.
Okay, the whatnots would be good for that.
I might be interested in that Larkin Poe.
I'll tell you what. There's a lot of Larkin Poe. I'll let you know.
Oh,
I'll make
hold
a
on,
list.
Harry. If people that are watching now want to reach out to you, what's the best way to do it?
Have your people call my people. Mazzy.
Do you want to wait a while, or do you want to wait to get things together, or you get overwhelmed?
Yeah, I got it.
You have
There's so much to go
You have
through.
to set stuff first. Yeah.
Give them. A
I've
bit.
got 2 big bins that I've gone through, and I've priced them, and I'm pricing them to sell. I'm not pricing them to maximize profit. You know, I got to get my money back for number one.
Do you feel like that'll happen?
I think it'll take a while, but it will. Vance, there was one Led Zeppelin record, and it wasn't in real good shape. I put it on eBay. It's got a $10
He's
bid
in
right now.
Puyallup, which is about 40 minutes from Seattle.
But I mean, so much Jack White Stripes, Third Man stuff, still sealed in the boxes. You know, I had to open boxes to see what was in them.
See if he has the McCartney.
No, he doesn't.
Hey, Harry, my
Yeah.
buddy had those Jack Whites, and those go for some dough.
Some of them don't. I sold, I put a bunch up on eBay already. I've sold a few. It's nice because all you got to do is slap a label on the box. The most recent one he got was a Jimi Hendrix, which was the last one. So when I got back, I contacted Third Man and I said, this guy's got a subscription, but he's passed away. And they said, we'll cancel it. He's already been charged for the new one. She said, we'll credit that. We'll refund that to his account.
That was nice of you.
Dan, it's Auction Connection NW.
Harry,
I'll put it in the comments here.
well, if anyone lives in Seattle area, reach out to Harry, and he'll let you know about his garage.
Reach out and touch.
Don't touch Harry.
Yeah, don't
He
touch.
doesn't
Just
like to
reach
be
out.
touched. Hey, whatever
Don't
you do,
touch me, honey.
I'll just warn you. If you go near Harry, don't talk over him. He'll punch you in the face.
Let's see here. I gotta see. I'm looking for my. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, save all the Zepp stuff for Vance. It is Puyallup, Tennessee.
No, it's not.
You missed part of the show. That's a running joke we have here.
Okay. And surprisingly, there was no Johnny Rivers.
I mean, are there
That's a private
shitty,
joke too.
were there shitty records in there? Like,
Yeah, I every record I went through one by one. It took me 2.5 days.
Yeah.
I probably took 350 records to Goodwill. They were a bundle of. I think he bought stuff at garage sales. He'd buy a box, But there was a bunch of original Blue Note, 50s Blue Note stuff, and it was just beat to shit.
dude,
I wouldn't even want to.
I would have taken that, man. The covers.
No, Rob, this stuff was rough, man. Okay, nobody would want it. It was sad.
Rob
it was
would.
sad to see it in that
He
condition.
needs to make a new coffee table out of them.
I'll throw a coffee table at you.
They had this, Mazzy. I thought of you because the beautiful home, beautiful 5-bedroom. It was just a gorgeous
Why'd you
house.
think of me?
Because in the wall, built into the kitchen wall, I said, "What is that?" And he goes, "Oh, that's an espresso machine from Italy."
Oh, it's funny. When we were renovating, I saw there was one brand that made I don't know, it was Miele or one of those. And as cool as it was, I thought, this is a good idea in the moment, but down the line, when you have to service and you have to repair, you don't want a built-in fucking espresso machine. It looks cool on the surface.
I'm gonna see if I can find. I took a picture of it. It'll take me a minute here, but I'll see if I.
This
Oh,
would have been
here.
around
Hey,
early
Vance.
2000s when we. Yeah.
Trevor, do
Here's
you want to finish your comment?
Here's the Zeppelin I put up. Oh, that's what's cool.
Yeah.
There's also a Led Zeppelin record, no cover, but one label is blank. The B-side label is just blank.
A single or an album?
It's a single.
Is there anything on the other side?
Yeah. I forget which. Communication Breakdown, I think.
Which one
do-
did?
Let me see.
Vance, are you saying you have what Harry just described?
But with a blank B-side.
Harry's a smart business guy. He'll get his money back.
I mean, look at this. This is all stereo equipment. It's in boxes. It was all in shrink wrap, and it's just stacked. He had a room full of this kind of stuff. I don't understand why he never set anything up. But I'm looking for that picture of the. Here's these are brand new, still in the box. It says Gold Note from Italy. The power supply is in one box. It was a $2,000 power supply. The other box is an $800 phono preamp, just new in the box.
Wow.
Hey, Herc.
I brought back a German reel-to-reel. That was the only piece of equipment I brought back.
Herc, this is not a good comment. How do you think? You know what? He wraps them in toilet paper and puts them brings it to the post office.
So
Well,
Harry, did
his job in
did
the
he
Air
listen
Force
to any of this stuff?
Mazzy here. No. His job in the Air Force was TMO, which is moving stuff, shipping things, making sure it gets where it's supposed to go. So he knew how to pack stuff to ship it. But when Mazzy gets back, I'm going to show him this picture.
Harry, how much have you kept for yourself?
Very little so far.
What did you keep for yourself?
I think I'm going to keep that Led Zeppelin German just because it's so clean. But I don't know. It's too early to tell, and I'm just overwhelmed a little bit trying to get all this shit done.
I know, it's crazy. Well, you're not in a hurry,
No. But I thought when I left, I thought, I'm probably going to have to give like $5,000. I had no idea. And my wife says, okay. So we get there. I flew out. When it was all said and done, I told her how much it was, and she goes, "Oh my!" So, Mazzy, here's the built-in espresso machine. The bottom part is a
Yeah.
microwave, and the top part is the espresso.
I remember, yeah, when we renovated in early like 2002, I was looking at something like that, and it was just too much, and it wasn't a good idea for me to do that.
Oh, and the name is Miele, Miele.
Yeah, that's what I said, Melee. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
almost
But they make other types of.
they make dishwashers and they make
Yeah.
appliances. Yeah.
Yeah, they make
So,
appliances.
they're good. Yeah. They're expensive. They're a good brand.
Their vacuums are very good.
Yeah.
I'm not
No,
joking.
their vacuums suck.
Thank
So
you.
I think
Those 16-hour silent drives didn't affect your sense of humor.
not at all. I think Dr. Robert is coming down a week from today, which would be the 10th. So if you guys in the Northwest want to come down, bring Coffee Dave, whatever.
I could probably come on Tuesday. I can't on the weekend, but yeah.
Yeah, because he's going to be up here for his last trip to his condo to clean it out. So get in touch with him if you want to make sure, but I think he's going to be here a week from today.
Yeah, I could talk to see if Kimbo's available or
I was wondering if Esky would be interested.
could be. She's in New York now. You know, I could reach out to her.
Yeah.
Send me an email later or a text later about it. And
Yeah,
maybe
once
we
I
can
know.
set up a time.
Okay.
Dr. Robert came by the stream last week. He's fine.
Where is the location? What do you mean? That I picked him up? Shiloh, Illinois.
That's the thing. Selling for a friend, you know, Dave and I just wanted to break even. And after we each took on average, about 600 to 700 records each from Coleman's collection that we kept. And I literally doubled my soul and R&B collection mainly. But there were some great box sets and things. But after we did all those auctions and everything, I think we each made $2,000 a piece. So we didn't do it to make money, but after all of our expenses, that's how it, and plus the records we got. But and his sister was very happy with, you know.
Hey,
Patrick absolutely said, "Hey, I will." He said, "Just let me know. I can be there in a day." But
wait. What are you interested in, Harry?
No, he was interested in helping me.
Helping? He
said, "I'll go in halves on it with you." But no, who asked that? Any damn burn? No.
But when you went through the stuff you threw away, there's no jazz left, right?
It's new jazz.
No. Well, let me know.
Well, no, I take that back. There's stuff that's like, there's some acoustic sound stuff.
Yeah. Well,
if it was an audiophile thing, he bought them.
How much did you pull a lot of records for yourself?
Not yet. No.
If there are any acoustic sounds like double 45 reissues, let me know.
You know, this could be your chance to get something post 1980.
Me?
No,
Harry. Yeah, Patrick said she's interested, but are you just? I'll talk to you later, Patrick. I was looking for your streams, and I see you had to cancel both of them. But next one.
Yeah, no, give PB thought before Esky. I mean,
yeah,
keep it in the family here. We're not.
Yeah, keep it in the family. Oh, did Uwe got to look through everything?
He got to look through. You know, Uwe bought a record flattener.
Which one did you buy, Uwe?
There was a Police album that was a white label promo, and it had a really bad warp. I took it over to his house last night, and he sent me a video of it after he fixed it, but I haven't looked at it yet, but I know he fixed it. How did it turn out, Uwe?
You know, the one I have right now, I've got it dialed in. Vinyl flat. I have that German one. It's owned by Jim. I just use it.
Where is Jim?
He had
Personal day. Took a personal
a
day.
personal day.
He's okay. He's okay.
He's okay, but a bad. It's
Yeah, the pig's got diarrhea again.
Sort of.
hold on.
Pig
But-
adjacent.
Hopefully, he'll be here Thursday to talk about it if he wants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Esky is on the peripheral edge of it. I mean, she's in the great Northwest, but
Yeah.
she's not family, but she's like a pretty cousin.
There's a lot of Lana Del Rey, but again, it's all sealed.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go, Kimbo. Kimbo.
Well, that's why I sent Kimbo a message. I said, "There's a lot of those girl things that you like."
I don't like her.
Dude, I find a $700 record. For
No,
something.
she's not. But she turned me on to the to Whatnot. She told me how to do Whatnot. I told her how to do YouTube, and she's someone we see at all the shows. She's at almost all.
I
the
couldn't
shows.
find those Uwe right now. There's 2 7-inch German records with like a sexy blonde on the cover, and
The Lana Del Rey records are really good. I mean,
they're
Ed Topo doesn't care for him.
yeah,
The best
that's,
music.
that's an
That's
ignorant
person.
Hey Brian,
You can only dream of this many people watching your stream, Brian.
Whoa, dig in.
wow,
That's cruel.
I have a lot of hostility built up in me. I'm a
That's-
moaner and a groaner.
You can be really cruel. You're an
I
asshole
know.
when you're drunk, Superman. I love that joke. If you know the punchline.
No.
Well,
so,
now I
so
recognize
the naughty German records, and they're in German, so I wouldn't know. But it's like one is like I think it's a audio soft porn kind of thing, and then another one is like a comedy record, kind of like Red Fox and these the blue records that people would do, Rusty Warren, that kind of stuff. But they put a sexy blonde on the cover to sell them for a picture sleeve. And then there was a couple of German punk bands that Uwe's familiar with. He said, "Oh, you'll never sell those in the United States, but
I
we'll
don't-
see."
I bet you will. There's people
We'll
into
see.
that stuff.
Because one of them I
If you
looked
get the
at,
right
it goes for like $60. It's 7-inch punk.
Yeah, but here's the deal, Harry. You're in the U.S. All the shipping and nonsense won't affect people that want that record in the U.S.
Nah, people will buy them from it here in the U.S. I think doesn't have.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
be.
no,
definitely.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
That's-
Alan,
Get in touch with me. It's just Harry. It's my Harry's Music Room at gmail.com.
let me type that in.
I like just about any knockers up, really. Doesn't have to be Rusty Moore.
Okay, I typed it in so people can copy. Any of you who send nasty emails to Harry, you have me to deal with.
No Richard picks.
That means dick pics.
Did he have any Beatles stuff?
Amazingly, we were good. Like I said, he was the best man at our wedding. He says, "I'm not a Beatles fan." And we were still friends. But he did not like those 2 Beatle records. Those 1963 Odeon with the Beatles, I think, German. Kind of rough, but the cover was really nice, but the record was rough. Yeah, there's some metal. There's a lot of like Iron Maiden sealed. The metal's not sealed. Iron Maiden, some Scorpions.
German pressings.
Yeah, they're European pressings. He was 18 years in Germany. He had
How about like Kraftwerk, German Kraftwerk and that stuff?
no.
Here, Eddie, reach out to Harry. I left his email. What was he
Dr.
writing?
Robert's
about?
like, I'd like to go through this before anybody else. I said, well, get up here.
You guys get a plane ticket and come to Seattle area.
There you go.
next Tuesday. Yeah, there was some blues.
Clam chowder is on the grill, was on the stovetop. I've never met Paul McCartney. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but the only Beatle I ever met was Ringo.
Yeah, I've never met any of the Beatles, but I had a chance to see the Beatles, but I had the tickets in that night. God, that's got to eat at you.
That's a jab at
You
Matt.
know, it's funny. It really didn't, even at the time. It's a great story over the years, right? But it just, I don't know. And my mom was great. If I had pushed it and said, really, I can predict the future next year, they're not going to be touring. This is it. She goes, you can go
Don't
next
laugh.
year.
Don't laugh. There's a David Hasselhoff 7-inch with a picture sleeve.
How much does that go for?
No,
Probably $3.
Dave will that's my Beatle connection. I saw one of the McCartney shows I saw at the Forum in LA. I went 2 nights in a row, and the second night I went alone because I was working down there, and I got a ticket because the first night was so great. And I sat right behind David Hasselhoff and his wife or girlfriend at the time, on the side of the stage, just up a little bit.
There was a lot of 7-inch by Nina, 99 Luft balloons, but a lot of different songs, probably 8 different. So I don't know where he was getting these things.
Toronto, that's the other side of America. I mean, of North America.
Yeah. Do you know geography of the North America?
He knows. David Atkinson.
I'm looking forward to, I think in the fall, because they're doing a reboot of Baywatch. I'm hoping David Hasselhoff is going to be on it.
They just did the draw yesterday for the next round of the quizzes for the Vinyl Voyages contest, and I'm going to be up against George. What's his channel's name? I forgot.
George Borden?
No, in the UK.
Oh.
So we're going to be up against. So I think we're about an even keel. I think we know a lot of the same stuff. I may know more about newer stuff, but maybe not. But there's a blind spot I have too. So you never know. It's a YouTube channel. We talked about it. Go to the Vinyl Voyage YouTube channel. Jack, the Vinyl Voyage. That's his channel. And subscribe to his channel. And then it'll be up. The Vinyl Voyage, not rocket science. You'll find it. Just do Vinyl Voyage quiz or Vinyl quiz or something. You'll find it. I don't have it here.
Uwe was asking where he was stationed. I think, or maybe it was Elk Boy. I think it was Spangalum or something like that. But they had a memorial for him. Well, hang on. They had a memorial, and they gave his wife some accommodation medal or something, and they put his name up on a wall of memorial wall where he worked. He had a 2-star admiral present the award to her. But they made these things up, which was really nice. And that was his rank.
So he was still in the military.
No, he was retired. He was 26 years. That's why he had to come back. He was in, when he got out, he did the exact same job as a civilian in Germany. And you can only stay in country there so long. And he kept putting in for an extension. And finally they said, nope, you've been here long enough. So he had to go back to the States. And did the same job he'd always done at Scott as a civilian. So everybody was talking about the people that worked with him. It was very, very sad, really. But they were talking about how much they loved working with him and what a good friend he was, and somber. And then the chaplain says, anybody else have anything to say? And I just said, Greg and I snuck into a Black Sabbath concert once, and everybody cracked up, and it kind of broke the mood.
When was the last time you saw him in person?
Last summer, he came up here and visited, because his stepson and his wife's son was living here.
If you have time before you actually do an auction, I don't know. I know it's that little hassle, but you could do something like this,
I thought about doing something like this as a small card.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, and talk about his collection or his connection to music. And we put these in every Coleman auction.
I have so many of those cards.
Yeah, but it's still great. You know, this
And
year
you feel bad about throwing them away, right? So you just got to keep it with the record.
I think in my next auction on Saturday, I'm going to send little cards of Mazzy's picture.
It's been 5 years this year. It's amazing how fast, you know.
I know. It's sad.
Hey, Gabby. No Beatles, only 2 Beatle records.
What? But I mean, other than those Police albums, you didn't like categorize stuff that you knew was like very expensive.
Not yet.
What you can do is
I'm not. How do you search by seller on eBay? I've never been able to figure that out.
What do you mean?
Well, Bill's Basement says he can't find my seller on eBay.
I'll find it and post the link. What's the name of your eBay?
Auction Connection Northwest. Just right there, just the way I just typed it there. Not there was some blues, Bobby, but not a lot.
There are people with the same name as you. Hold on.
There you go.
Someone posted the link.
Somebody looks like somebody posted it.
Okay, there it is. Bill, go to town. Was there Zappa?
There was like 5 or 6 7-inch Zappa, all the same picture sleeve.
Dude, tell Jim. He probably one of them.
I will.
He's, you know, Harry's going to be overwhelmed, so be patient with him because if everyone comes in different times,
look,
it can be overwhelming.
Harry's looked better than this. This is silence.
Yeah.
You know, Harry was great because actually, because of the Coleman collection, is how I met Harry. And we started doing these auctions, and he bought, and then he would say, "Can I come up and look?" Like he does. He wants to get into your life. He doesn't want to be patient like everyone else. He wants to seep in. So he came here, and at the very end, I remember we went through months of I
remember you said finally, Harry, get the fuck out, go home.
Yeah, no, but after having a bunch of like people coming in my garage, a lot of people came in the garage. And we did the YouTube auctions where Rob Walker had a conniption shit fit that I was doing, you know, selling my my dead friends collection on YouTube. Seriously.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And we had a good time. We had fun doing it, right? It was Dave and I, and, you know, sometimes a few other people. And then at the very end, after, you know, boxes would get like this. Finally, I had maybe 5 or 6 boxes left, and a lot of it had been pulled through. And I remember you came over. Can I look one more time? You had been there like 8 times, 5 times, and you came here and you started pulling out some things. You finally said, "How much for everything?" And we came up with a price, and you bought the rest. You just took the final box.
I don't even remember that.
That part where Harry started moaning like orgasm was very funny.
Yeah. So in a way, I don't know, and I'm not trying to take credit. I don't know if I was the first auctions on YouTube of the vinyl community.
No, you were after Patrick and I.
No, bullshit. We were way before you were even on YouTube.
That's not true.
No,
you didn't.
I was doing auctions.
He might be right. I think he might be right.
Who's he?
You might be
I
right.
was doing auctions before Patrick and Wax on YouTube.
When did you do your first auction?
5 years ago. 5 years ago this fall.
What was your first auction?
I don't know the date.
No, what was it? The subject and what situation?
It was the Coleman collection. That's the only thing I did at the beginning. You always remember your first.
Dan, I'm not 100%, but I do have over 16,000 feedbacks. That's not bad. 98%.
No, how many sales did you have on eBay?
Oh, I don't know. I have almost 17,000 feedbacks, and that doesn't even count everything going back. I've been on eBay since the very early days.
Trying to see here.
I'll be putting more stuff up there today. Oh, one thing is sold right away, and I got like 3 copies of them. Were the Third Man Records Billy Strings. It looks like a guitar pick on the cover. That thing sold pretty quick, so I'll put another one up.
The OBC was after Coleman collection.
Yeah, I know, Dan. I know.
Is the OBC still a thing? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Husky, scroll up. Somebody posted the link.
It's up here. I don't know if that's it. Is that it? I thought it was Rajesh posted it.
I don't know what that is. Click on it and see.
I can't click on from
Anytime
here.
there's a URL or a QR code that you're not familiar with, always click on it.
Yeah. Those flashing things. We're just downloading your hard drive and stuff. You always see in movies where, people are trying to unplug everything. Yeah. Coleman would have loved this. And his sister knew we were going to resell the collection. And I remember, like, when we went to pick it up, I handed her a check. She goes, "What's this?" I said, "It's for the money." She goes, "Oh, I thought you were going to sell them. Just pay me whenever you sold a few records." And I said, "No. I mean, Dave and I just wanted to, that's the way." I said, "Ask around," but we made her offer. I asked people up here, like RJ at his record store, what would you pay for a collection like that? At the time, this was about the going rate, give or take, and she wanted us to. She knew we would take care of it, and there was like 1,040. You bought some 45s too.
I like 45s. I don't know
I
how
kept
many people will.
a box like this. I kept all the Pie, Kinks, the UK deck of Stones, the Who, all the British singles of those bands, Beatles singles. Rachel got a EP box, I think, the Beatles EP box. But we had the Beatles mono boxes, and I kept, which I recently sold, the black mono box.
I haven't seen any of that yet. No.
If you do see the can, I'm looking for a can.
Oh. Yeah,
Okay.
You're always looking for a can, Rob.
I see your face every time I get up from the can, Mazzy. In the toilet. Like the shit forms itself that looks.
Does anyone here watch The Boys?
Yeah,
No.
I never really watched it, and I said, well, I'll just watch the 5th season, and I've been watching the last season.
I kind of hate it because it's almost too over the top, violent and disgusting dialogue.
Well, I like that. You know what was good?
Did you watch the latest episode though?
No, because I don't know. Does it premiere on Monday nights?
Well, anyway. The new episode. I don't want to do a spoiler.
Don't describe it. Just say watch.
I'm going to say
where does it stream?
There are cameos from
Amazon.
5, comedy actors in this one scene.
That was the last episode.
Yeah, that's the last episode. It was pretty funny.
Has anybody watched DTF St. Louis?
I did.
No.
I'm a big Jason Bateman fan, but I wasn't crazy about that show.
Yeah, I think it was.
You know what I watched? That was
I didn't love it either.
So if you watch it as it's one long movie, that's good. Is the Man on Fire show that's on Netflix?
That's new, right?
It's new, and people are getting it all wrong. They say it's a remake from the Denzel movie. No,
Very dark.
It's a book. They made a movie with Scott Glenn in '87. That's okay. And they made the movie with Denzel Washington. Tony Scott directed it, and I was in the testing. I said to Tony Scott, I said, I saw the movie with Scott.
Tony, why did you jump off that bridge?
Look, Mazzy, shut the fuck up. I'm talking. That's how you do it, Harry.
Mazzy, can you just storm off, please?
So I said to Tony Scott, I saw the Scott Glenn movie, and he goes,
Speaking of Scott, where'd he go?
That movie fucking sucks.
His computer overheated, his device. Shit's happening.
We're listening, Rob.
Yeah, watch that documentary about Ike White.
I finally started watching the Yacht Rock documentary. I like
What
that
is-
they call it a documentary, DOCK.
It was okay. Poor Maslov. Don't feel sorry for him. I like Jason Statham movies, but here's the problem with Hollywood. Or Jason Statham is as old as I am. They don't do a good job of introducing like action stars young.
You know, the latest Statham movie, I saw it on a pay-per-view. It was like $6. I rented it. I like his movies. It's the one where he's on the island.
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
That's a
That
good
one.
movie. I liked it. I liked that.
They did. They go look. They just dropped the trailer a couple weeks ago of his next film. That
What's
one-
that movie about the plane crash where the boss is an asshole and all of a sudden he's got to rely on his assistant?
Send help.
I want to see that.
Oh, I saw that.
Sam
It's
Raimi.
good. I
Yeah.
saw it in the theater. It's good.
Okay, so Tony Scott, I knew him from testing movies. He was a little gruff, but I liked him. He was nice. And the mystery of how he committed suicide, and they never really came out with the full story of
Didn't
it.
he jump off a bridge in
He
LA?
drove to Long Beach, and there's a long bridge there, and he pulled over and climbed up the bridge and jumped off.
Hmm.
So some people say he got diagnosed with something. I don't know. But I read he was originally offered the first Man on Fire, and he turned it down. I didn't know that.
You would think he would just set himself on fire.
Okay. Can you go back and drive in silence? Can you stream in silence, Harry?
I actually set my alarm for 6:30, thinking I was going to get up here at 7, and I said, the alarm went off. I said, no, snooze.
It's probably a smart decision on your part. The Man on Fire is good, but if you watch it as a movie, just a longer movie.
Wasn't that one of the sisters was a young girl? What's her name?
Huh?
Is that the one I'm thinking of? What's the one Denzel with one of the?
So the movie is about a ex-CIA guy who's taking care of a young girl. That was with Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Dakota Fanning, the sister. Yeah.
And then they came back together on the last Equalizer movie, which I thought was the best of the three.
Yeah, Dakota Fanning, exactly.
Speaking of sister, if a MAGA couple gets a divorce, are they still legally brother and sister?
Did it take you 16 hours to figure that joke out?
I worked on them, I see how they sounded. I got to tell you, one of the most beautiful places I drove through, and I was really surprised, and I could see myself living there if I was younger. Montana. What a beautiful state.
Montana's beautiful. And the college town, what's the big college town there?
Bozeman?
No.
No.
It's a cool place. I've been there. Starts with an M. Montana. No. What's the big college town?
University of Montana?
The name of the town. Tell me. Missoula.
Missoula. There you go. I like the fact that
Nice.
there's billboards
I
that
like Missoula.
say Montana is grizzly country. Be aware.
Yeah,
Okay.
Missoula. Thank you. Everyone's going to say Missoula. See, there's a
I
delay.
would imagine you should have been able to get a good steak.
We
in
got a
Montana.
delay because there's going to be like 6 people right in Missoula. There we go. You can be a dental floss tycoon.
Wait. Are you joking, Ed Topo?
Now, that's the Zappa song. Moving to
Okay.
Montana soon. Going to be a dental floss tycoon. It is beautiful.
Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay.
What's the population of Montana? Like 100,000 people?
I don't know.
More than that.
A lot of cows, though.
Well, see, in the last minute, the only political thing I'll say, that's why does each state get 2 senators when there's doesn't represent the whole population?
I wish you would have taken Mazzy on that trip.
I've been to Missoula.
A lot of Hollywood people there.
Yeah.
I drove by signs that said Devil's Tower. I drove by the sign that said Yellowstone. I drove by what's the one with the president's faces? I didn't have time to stop at any of them, but I drove by.
That's North Dakota. Yeah.
Okay, it's 9:00.
It is? Not yet.
Well, up here it is.
You set your watch too fast. So here we'll end here. Go to Harry's eBay. Reach out to Harry. If you live in Seattle, reach out to Harry. He's having a garage sale this weekend. No?
Saturday morning. It's going to
Saturday
be more, just more common stuff. A lot of 45s, some of the open vinyl that wasn't sealed.
1007. And send me a text whenever you feel like it about Tuesday, and let me try to wrangle the troops up here.
Okay. I'll let
All right.
Dr. Robert know that that you guys can make it that day, and hopefully,
I think
because he
so.
said
I
it sounded like he could make it that Tuesday.
I think I can.
All right. Hopefully Jim will be back Thursday. Everyone take care. Thanks for coming up, Harry. I don't know about you,
Ciao.
man. See you later, people.
Bye.